very quiet instrument, and people would use it for practice. It's not really a concert hall instrument. But CPE Bach said that a good clavichord player will always be a good harpsichord player, but it doesn't necessarily work the other way. So if you have a good harpsichord player, they might not still have the skills to play really well on a clavichord. So they really kind of used it here. Actually, I'll just demonstrate this to judge the qualities of and the expressivity of a keyboard player. So it's a very quiet instrument. What this instrument really teaches you really, really well is that you have to play on the edge. You have to have a pressure touch. To create a good sound, if you don't play in this part of the key, it's kind of a spitting sound. It tells you exactly every single note that you're not playing correctly. So it's kind of like a taskmaster, this instrument. And it taught me so much about technique for Baroque playing. Let me just ask you to try that. And I think it's going to force you to play more round. And let's see if you can make a beautiful singing sound out of this instrument. So I got a little bit of a spit on this note. Yeah, I would change the fingering, exactly. Notice that every pianist does this. They have a wrist motion. That doesn't help you on the harpsichord. Try not to go up and down with the wrist. Stay a little bit closer to the keys. Try to forget about the articulation in this piece and just overhold every single note. Try to, I always tell my students, like, you have sticky fingers. I'm trying to create an overheld sustained texture. about it already. I would like to talk a little bit about how you see the articulation in general in this piece. And there are moments where, okay, the piece is kind of like a continuous motion piece, but there are cadence moments where I think you can take a little bit more time and make it a little bit more like a concerto, like an orchestral piece in terms of the timing, that I think would make sense and would make the piece sound even more brilliant and a little bit more strongly timed. It can sound kind of like a machine gun, right? Like, so we need to add texture and variety of articulation and timing and hierarchy of the beat as much as we can, while keeping this clarity which you have so well. So can we just experiment with that a little bit more?
Less fast.
Yeah, I would play these three notes together, and then four notes together, and then, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it had a little bit of a bounce that time. So if I would sing this piece to myself, da 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 da, so we want to find a way to create that direction and those nuances. This is like rock and roll music. This is like headbanging. You know, we want to make as much sound as possible out of the instrument. And playing these chords a little bit more sustained, da 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 da, will make more sound actually. Resonance all of a sudden. Yeah, I like that. So we're again creating layers of texture and articulation. Wonderful. Can we go from here, or this is the fun part. To me, these notes are too short. I would do the opposite. I would play them more sustained and arcing. Yeah. So I think when the writing is becoming thicker, he's going for that kind of more resonant sound. And if we played it too staccato, it takes away the idea of that.
The energy of the
Yeah. It sounds a little bit too metronomic here. Da 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 da. I would love to have a little bit more direction in these. Ya ba 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 ba. Really instinctively, you played these a little longer and this a little faster.
Which is good, right?
Yeah. So I have a feeling that when you're trying to make these moments, your instinct or your technical fallback is to play more staccato. But I would do the opposite in those moments. Da 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 ba ba. If I was a string player, I would play da 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba, a little bit longer bow.
What I want to do is to follow the same pattern.
Yeah, but these notes are thicker. They're written.
Oh, I see.
Right?
So that makes sense.
too short as well.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a fun syncopation. Ba, ba, ba. And play that note long or the low note. Yeah, break out the, yeah, for sure. I love that. You have a lot more time than you think. I know when you play with a piece like this that runs and runs and runs, you can get into that zone, but I would say play around with the timing. Don't think that it's too much. You will feel it if it's too much, you know, or I will tell you, or Charlotte will tell you, but I would like to see you take a little bit more risks like that for the musical intention. And to have a little bit more variety in your touch, the way you just did very beautifully. I think that it sounds really, really well put together and amazingly organized and coordinated. And it's going to sound really, really impressive. Yeah. For me, the bottom line is look and feel like you're having a lot more fun while you play this really difficult work. You know, like you take time and you make a flourish out of things and you make gestures, and there's kind of a swagger to it when you do something like that. Right now, with your articulation, it started out looking like you were so diligent, but I think you were working a little too hard with your fingers. So it will actually sound better on this on any harpsichord, but this one in particular,
yes,
to have a longer touch, to bring out the richness in the bass notes, especially that ba 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 ba, like really milk that moment.
Like a trombone.
Yeah, exactly, or an organ, you know.
Yes, the
organ pedal. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.